What's going on, guys? My name is teftyteft. Welcome to another Let's Talk Gaming News. Today was a very, very big day for Destiny. A Game Informer article dropped, and it had an insane amount of information for Rise of Iron. Just so much information. It's actually a little hard to grasp at the moment because it was just one thing after the other, and just there's even video that shows some gameplay, new PvP, new PvE, new game modes, just all kinds of new armor and weapons and exotics and just artifacts that are literally game-changing elements for Destiny to change your build style and all that. So I want to break down a few things. I can't go over everything in this video because it's too much. It would be like a 2-hour long video, honestly, if I broke down every single piece of information. So I'm going to give an overview and talk about my thoughts and first impressions over that article. And right off the bat, also, if you have not had a chance to go take a look at that article, it is in digital format. You have to pay for it. It's worth your time if you do want to go take a look at it because it's great. There's a lot of detailed information, discussions from the creators of Bungie and people who played it over at Game Informer and talking about their experience with it. So it actually kicks things off right away with a piece of concept art that is beautiful. I mean, just straight up, this is a gorgeous piece of concept art right here. You can tell Warlock, he's got the little thingy on the side right here. I can't think of the name of it. Bond, that's what it is. Warlock Bonds. I'm sorry, Warlocks. And then the Hunter with the nice cloak, and then obviously a Titan. It's got this like Skyrim meets Destiny type of appeal going on. Just Bungie really knows how to make some beautiful artwork. It's fantastic. Look at this axe. That axe is just phenomenal. And you can see the icon from when I captured this image. In the article, they have a at-a-glance type of checklist, and this is a great thing to kind of kick things off with to discuss. So at a glance, Rise of Iron has a lot to discover. Here's a rundown of the elements, or a rundown of the highlights. 5 mission campaign plus additional missions and quests. Now, that initially makes me go, uh-oh, only 5 missions? 5 mission campaign? And we know already how short things can be in Destiny. Actually, they confirmed it in the article too. They said that it's not very time consuming at all to go through those 5 missions. I'm guessing like 2 hours maybe, give or take. So that's a little concerning. However, at the same time, they're telling us that the end game is very important, and they realize that, and they want to give us more things to go after and discover and explore, both in end game content, rewards, and also story as well. The strike doesn't unlock until you complete those 5 missions. And also the raid itself is a continuation or an arc off the Siva storyline. 5 mission campaign sounds like, oh no, but it's not bad. It could be, there's pros and cons to it. You get right into the meat of the end game, awesome. But there's also less storytelling initially in the meat of the story. Fellwinter's Peak, a new social space. They have a video at the end of the article, and you get to see taking back the Fellwinter space. This is so cool. They or Fellwinter Peak space. This is the first time that they're doing a mission, or essentially, I'm assuming that's in one of those 5 missions, where you actually go and you get rid of the Fallen that are in Fellwinter's Peak. You reclaim it, and then it unlocks into a social space. I think that is so cool. I'm very excited to play that type of thing because it's a first in Destiny, and it just really opens up the worlds and the experience to be like, yeah, I took back that social space, and now I get to go do quests and all that in there. That's awesome. We get to explore the Plaguelands. That's pretty obvious. They've talked about the Plaguelands already, and it's going to be huge. Okay, moving on. Devil Splicer, Rise of Iron's new enemies. So we know about the new enemy types when we've seen video of that. The Archon's Forge, a new cooperative arena. This is very interesting. They are bringing, so they confirmed that it's like Court of Orcs type of thing where you have to go and collect items like runes, and then you insert the items for tiered levels of difficulty. They're taking that concept mixed in with a little bit of Prison of Elders where there's waves of enemies. And supposedly it's going to be about 5-minute long durations where you'll get rewards and all that. I think this is Archon Forge right here. This, I mean, they didn't say specifically. They didn't label any of these photos as to what they are. But this looks a lot like Archon Forge. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's that. So essentially 5-minute experiences with your fire team, and you get rewards out there in the Plaguelands. I think that's cool. I'm very excited about more options of things to do in in an area like the Plague Lands, which is going to be patrol based. So I think that's good. I'm excited to see it. Also, a specific set of rewards, I believe they said, are going to come out of it. So that'll be interesting to find and get. Hopefully it's not just like Court of Orcs was awesome, except it pretty much only gave you artifacts. And after you got your artifacts, it was kind of a letdown, unless you're grinding for tier 12 artifacts. So I'm hoping that Archon's Forge is going to be beyond that and have a full set of gear and weapons that you can actually obtain from it, because that would make a lot more longevity for it to be able to get stuff. New and reimagined strikes, specifically one new strike, which is called the Wretched Eye. That's the name of the new strike. And 2 reimagined strikes. We got Sepix Perfected, which is Sepix Prime strike. And then we have Abomination Heist, which is the Summoning Pit strike, reimagined with all the Siva goodiness. This is interesting what they're doing. With the new strike, there apparently is going to be variant paths. So you're going to be able to go into the strike area and experience a different version of it multiple times. How advanced is that? We have no idea. Talking strictly out of the article, it's like you go into an area and then your next areas are going to be have variations on them where you might take the left, you might take the right, something like that, of however it's opened. Think of like the Darkblade strike where you could go through the right door or the left door. I'm imagining something like that with more thought and care put into like actual sections that you can go through. I think that's cool. I'm excited that they're actually expanding on that, and it's probably something that they can only do with current gen, couldn't do with last gen. So I'm happy to see that's happening. I'm also happy to see that there's going to be 2 reimagined strikes. I'm a little disappointed that it's only 3 total, essentially, that's getting brought forward. I mean, 1 new strike and 2 that is being brought forward. It would have been nice if there was a lot of them, like say the Nexus strike. I would have loved the Nexus strike to come forward, but I understand that they have a limit to what they can do or want to do, potentially. Maybe they'll introduce other stuff. I don't know. It would be nice to have more, but it's okay. I'm still excited over new content, new things happening. Something that is very, very interesting. I keep saying very interesting, but all of it really is. There's going to be skeleton keys. Yes, skeleton keys. What are skeleton keys, you might ask? They are strike-specific rewards, or they're rewards after doing a strike, heroic and nightfall, and you use them to be able to open up a chest called a strike horde. What this allows you to do is to guarantee a strike-specific reward, such as a Mago Loop, from using a skeleton key. So you get skeleton keys from heroics and nightfalls, and then you can go into these strikes. Oh, and yes, there is more strike-specific loot that's going to be associated with these new strikes, which is great. Love that. You're going to be able to use the skeleton keys to be able to guarantee, let's say you want a Grasp of Malak to drop, that horde chest is going to open up at the end of these strikes, and they said any strike. At least I believe in the article, they confirmed that it's any strike you can go to, and there's going to be a horde chest that spawns after finishing the strike, and then you can use that skeleton key to open up and guarantee a strike-specific reward. I think that's really cool. I think it takes out some of that RNG, like, oh my god, I've only gotten 5 goms in 5 hours type of, or even less. Like, the drop rate on that when it's not the Nightfall is insane. So bringing this forward and allowing us to choose how and when and where we want to get these strike-specific loot rewards, I think is a great idea. I'm very, very much so looking forward to that concept right there. So moving on from the strikes, Wrath of the Machine, Destiny's latest raid. They have confirmed the name of the raid, and this is big. They confirmed the date. September 23rd, guys. September 23rd, 3 days, essentially, or 3 or 4 days after Rise of Iron drops, the raid is available. Now, I would guess and bet that it's going to be 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Pacific on September 23rd is when the raid is going to open up to everybody to play. That's exciting. Either you're going to watch Twitch streams potentially, or go in blind with your friends over the weekend, or try to attempt Worlds First. It's going to be very exciting. Nonetheless, I'm just incredibly, incredibly excited about a new raid. I guess the theme is collision, is what they were going for. Like the overarching feeling of the raid is collision. It's gonna be great. Also, it's apparently very open. So I think there is going to be a lot of areas that are actually in the open, or outside in the open. So that's going to be very different from previous raids and how the past 3 raids have felt. So that's great. It's going to be good times all around. The new light level cap is happening as well. It is already confirmed that it's going to be 385 with the normal raid is the light level cap, and then it's going to bump up to 400 light level with hard mode. That's a healthy increase. That's not bad at all. I was originally thinking it was going to be 355 or 360, so I was roughly 20 to 30 light levels off. About, I guess that is considered significant because they said it was going to be a significant light level increase. So that's pretty close to it. Obviously, new armor sets and weapons and rewards. That's a given. Ornaments, a brand new customization option. Ornaments, I don't think there's any ornaments on this picture, but I figured I'd pull it up. Ornamentation is something that you're going to be able to earn in specific areas. Like there's apparently going to be a specific Trials of Osiris ornamentation that you can use on Trials gear. And I'd imagine the raid has specific ones and possibly Iron Banner and all that. And they allow you to adjust your armor or your weapons even to have a new look or feel. This is pretty awesome because it's a step towards transmogrification in Destiny, or maybe something even better. If I could take my last word and customize it to have a unique feel or look or even sound, I think they said in the article that sounds could change as well. That's beautiful. It's more things to get in the game and to collect, which I look forward to. They also went into the future of Destiny a little bit, talking about how there's going to be another Festival of Lost in October, and there's also going to be SLR in December. I didn't actually think that Bungie would wait an entire year to bring back SLR, but they did. They've confirmed that SRL is coming in December of 2016 with new tracks, redesign, somewhat of a redesign, and possibly some stuff in there for people to do that don't want to race also, which that's nice. It's nice of them to think about. It is just a little weird that it took a whole year for that to come back. I wonder if that's actually going to be a consistent thing where it's always a year before SRL ever returns. And same thing with Festival of Lost. If those are going to always be, October, December, and then we had the doubles event for Valentine's, if that's going to be a consistent thing, it's interesting to think about for sure. And then rounding out, we had Supremacy, new PvP mode. It's essentially kill confirmed. If you've ever played Call of Duty, kill confirmed. That's basically the type of game mode that we're looking at. Here is basically you drop engrams, which I think this is really cool. And it looks like they might actually be based on what type of class you are, because that looks like a warlock. Yeah, it's Hunter, Titan. So they actually have the class that the engram drops, and you can confirm the kill to get the points, or a enemy can grab the engram and deny it, and then no points are gained apparently, and vice versa for the teammates. And the first Iron Banner that comes out is going to feature this game mode, so that's going to be exciting and interesting. A brand new game mode that we're going to be able to play that is going to be reliant on getting the kill and then either fetching or having a teammate go and confirm that kill for you to actually win the games. It's going to be an exciting game mode. So that way, let's say somebody's sniping the back and they pick off like a 3-piece in the spawn. If somebody spawns there, they can actually just deny those 3 engrams, and then that 3-piece, though probably looked very sexy, is not going to count towards the score. So it's gonna bring some interesting variety into the PvP world. There's going to be an Inferno supremacy as well, and a free for all supremacy. So that's also very, very fascinating. Free for all. I mean, you get the kill, you have to run and grab that engram before somebody else denies it. That should be an interesting game mode for sure. There is going to be 4 new Crucible maps. One of them is a PlayStation exclusive. There's going to be one on Venus. There's Mercury, Mars. It's going to be great. I'm definitely excited for some new Crucible maps. And obviously they said Iron Banner reinvented. I don't know the extent of how much Iron Banner is going to be reinvented. I don't think it's going to be like, oh my god, Iron Banner is so completely different. I don't think it's going to be that way. If it is, awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to that. But I'm sure like you're going to have to go to, say, Feldwinter's Peak to talk to Lord Saladin. I believe he moves there permanently. Also, all the weapons are getting a redo as well. So there's going to be brand new weapons. This appears to be the Iron Banner weapon look. It has a very Plague Land type of feel. There's this etched metal type of barrel markings along with rags wrapped around weapons. You see this on tons of these images that they show. In fact, even right here. See, this has got those etchings on this concept art. You can actually see that stuff already. This hand cannon obviously has that. See, the barrel is looking like that, along with this kind of like piratey Plaguelands type of thing going on. Obviously, this looks like Iron Banner armor. It's like more rustic, worn out type of stuff. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. And this is definitely Trials of Osiris gear right here, but it's still using the Iron Banner hand cannon. This looks like Trials of Osiris. Potentially a sniper rifle. Is that a sniper? I'm not sure. Again, the article is very detailed, goes over tons of information. I think this is a Crucible map that is in Venus, because you get to go into the subway lines, which is a interesting concept on there. This is the Mars map. It is obviously lame that there's exclusives coming to PlayStation, so Xbox isn't going to get one of those maps for a whole year. You know, it is what it is, as Destiny players were used to that at this point. This image is also showing Supremacy, as you can see. Engram dropped right here. There's like a 4v5 battle going on right now, using all this new cool gear that we get to have real soon. Oh my god. This is definitely auto rifle. So, okay, so he's got auto rifle and what looks like possibly a shotgun or a sniper rifle on his back. And some weird shader. I don't know about that shader. Can't say I'm going to be putting that on my Titan. Here's another angle of the Supremacy stuff. Again, I was showing this earlier, confirming that the class types were in the engrams. And this, I believe this is the Venus map. Has to be the Venus map. I think this is social space. I think. I don't know for sure, but it looks very social space-y. Space-ish. Let's actually just go through these photos one by one. So obviously this is a hunter. Oh yeah, and this looks like Iron Banner sniper rifle right here for sure. Again, these etchings, it almost looked like Zen Meteor for a second, but obviously it's not. This cloak looks very different from anything that we've seen. That's going to be exciting to earn and get. Definitely excited about that. Obviously a team coming into a little battle in the Crucible. Showing off lots of Iron Banner stuff. It looks like this is the Iron Lord's gear set that you get, which is also really cool. You get to earn Iron Gear or Iron Lord gear sets for your characters. There's also a book that you're going to complete throughout your playtime as well. That's going to get you rewards. That's very similar to the Moments of Triumph of Year 2. So they're bringing that concept forward and allowing you to use a book to get rewards that are account-wide instead of character-based. I think that's a cool idea. Definitely interested in more of that. This looks like a shotgun that he's got right here. Actually, she's got a shotgun. And obviously Iron Banner. See the Iron Banner etchings. And then Gallahorn. Oh, Gallahorn on the back. Let's go. Very nice Gallahorn. Look at that enemy. That Siva enemy. Look at this gun. It looks like possibly an Axion Dart's coming out of there. Like that's mid-Axion Dart. That's probably some sort of boss enemy. Because, you know, he's got the limbs and all that craziness. It's going to be exciting. I think this is the Summoning Pits Strike reimagined, because I think that's that ogre that has the weird balls. In fact, I'll show that up here. This guy right here. Look at this. I think that's Summoning Pits. Looks like it. I mean, there's a giant ogre, you know, Fogoth's Hot Mixtapes. Looks like it would be right there. Oh, also, I didn't even touch on this. This is, from what I gather in the article, this is the raid gear that you get from completing the raid. So you get to essentially look like you are built from Siva. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I'm like, this is so geometrical. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this look. I don't know if this is what I necessarily want to rock for the raid every time, if it's going to require it or not. It's probably not going to require it, but I think they're moving away from gear sets that are specific to things to complete and moving more towards a use whatever gear you want type of format. It's great that they're embracing the Siva technology for the look. I just don't know if I'm going to be personally into it. This is going to be the Trials of Osiris gear sets. I believe we've seen a lot of this in the previous videos. Looks very cool. Definitely looks cool. It's similar, you know, like they got these bandages and the boots have remnants of previous Trials of Osiris gear and all that. But it's got the, you know, the kitty stuff going on. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Let's see what else we got. Got a cool looking warlock. Got another action scene. This axe, I haven't even talked about the axe, but we know now that it's a axe that you pick up in the field during certain portions of missions or possibly even the Plague Lands. And apparently light swipes are going to charge the ammo. And then I think it was heavy attacks deplete the ammo. And I also think there was something about if you do attacks with full ammo, it does double damage. Yeah, that's a very interesting mechanic that they're putting into PvE. That would be awful in PvP. Some Siva infested Cosmodrome action or Plague Lands action. It's so moody and beautiful looking. I'm just very excited about it. Another cool action shot. Looks like the Iron Lord's gear set for a Warlock, and I'm not sure what gear sets these are. Possibly Vanguard or Crucible. Oh, actually, no, wait. This is Trials. Yeah, this is Trials right here. A Trials gear set. And the Titan, I'm not sure. I am not sure at all. Possibly story mission right there. Another cool shot of Trials gear. This is probably the PvP map on Venus. Again, PvP map on Venus. Venus PvP. Mars PvP that we talked about. I think this is either social space or it's got to be social space. I'm going to go with that. This, I believe, is the Archon Forge right here. I think this is where you enter the Plague Lands, you go to the Archon Forge, and this is the arena that you have these 5-minute experiences and get rewards from, because it just looks like something comes out of the center right there. In fact, they showed it on the video too. There's something that pops out of the center and you fight them. I'm pretty sure this is Archon Forge right here. And this gives you a look at what the Plague Lands is looking like. It's got this piratey / Borderlands / Destiny remix going on that I think is cool. The artifacts. This is a screenshot of the artifacts in the article. Each one does something specific. For instance, Memory of Fellwinter. Lose your super, but gain an extra grenade and melee charge. A boost to all your stats, and orbs recharge your grenade and melee abilities. I mean, talk about game-changing play styles. No super, but you have double melee and grenades and better stats permanently. And you can use a different exotic to give you some other ability. So let's take a hunter, for instance. You could be a hunter, have double nades and knives, and have Bones of Aeon, and have boosted stats across the board. Your neutral game would be pretty lit. Or double skip nades while you still are rocking... oh no. You can't have Tarantel. You're not gonna be able to use a super. So I haven't thought about this stuff, guys. I'm planning on doing a separate video talking about the artifacts because there's a lot to talk about on there. They said it's class agnostic. There's 8 of them total. You can equip them on any class. That's what class agnostic means. So this Memory of Fellwinter can be on your Titan, Warlock, Hunter. It does not matter. Double nades and double melees, no super on any class with that specific one. And I think from what I recall is that it's going to take 8 weeks total to be able to collect them all, because it's going to be like a weekly refresh type of thing where this artifact is available, now this artifact. And you'll be able to take them to the social space and charge up a statue, which is cool. Yeah, it's going to open up a lot of interesting play styles. One of them highlights your enemies as yellow if they have supercharged, and highlights them red if they're low in health. I mean, there's some interesting things that are going to be happening with that. Like I said, I'm going to talk about that in more detail in a separate video. Let's keep looking at these photos. More Crucible. All kinds of cool action shots. That looks like Archon Forge right there. Something coming out of the center. I think, yeah, see? Like, I'm pretty sure this is Archon Forge. There's something popping out. There's some sort of, like, Siva boss that you have to fight and kill. The Kvastov exotic. Oh my god. It's official. Kvastov exotic is happening, and it's got all kinds of options. I should probably save that for another video as well and give my full thoughts on it, because I have mixed feelings. I really do. It essentially can go from a scout to like a Doctrine of Passing, and have all kinds of customizations in between. You know, it's like it's trying to be a jack of all trades, and what is a jack of all trades? Usually a master in none. So it's cool. It's exciting to have that weapon come full circle, But at the same time, I'm like, it can't be like the best of all those archetypes, right? That would negate so much. Again, the strike, I'm assuming this is Summoning Pits reimagined. The, what is it called? Abomination Heist. Look at those, like, bombs on the fists. The hell is that? Another play, I'm assuming Plague Lands shot with, like, some morning kind of, like, sun possibly coming in. Or it just might be lights over here. It's beautiful. Beautifully designed. I'm excited about the whole thing, but I'm very, very excited to see what the consoles are going to be able to do and handle now that last gen has been cut, because some of this stuff just straight up was not possible to be able to put into the game assets. So that's gonna be great. Gonna be great. And last shot that I grabbed was this fire team right here, looking all dope. Looking all dope. It is lit, guys. I mean, straight up, it's official. It's lit. This is the social space. A new character, Shiro 4, to be able to talk to and get all the good goods from. See, this is taking back Fellwinter's Peak. It's so cool. It is on there. There's wolves. There's wolves in the social space. I'm so happy there's wolves. It's so great. Guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Like I said, the Game Informer article is insanely information packed. Just tons of information. I think it's like 20 pages. It feels like 20 pages, maybe even 30. Maybe it's just 15, but it feels that way to me. Plus, they got videos at the end that you can watch. I highly recommend getting a copy, so unlocking a license so you can go officially read the magazine, because it's great. It's very exciting to have new information come in, and there's more coming as well. They even alluded at the fact of custom games, which I didn't even get to go into on the PvP side, but it seems like there's a huge possibility that custom games are going to be announced August 16th, I believe, is when they're going to have the official ability to say, guys, it's here, custom games, because they say that in the article. They talk about something that the fans have been wanting for a very long time with Destiny, and I'm pretty sure that's custom games. So that's probably coming. Look for that. I'll try to keep you guys updated as much as possible with my own personal thoughts. This video has been me wanting to express my impressions about all this information that's dropped, because it's huge. Absolutely huge. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, slap the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want more. I hope to do more of these for you guys and get them out in a timely fashion. And if you enjoy watching streams, I am, in fact, a streamer. Twitch.tv/teftyteft is when I stream. I do stream Destiny and other variety content as well. And you can talk to me on Twitter, twitter.com/teft, if you want to send me something. Maybe a tweet. Be like, yo, beards. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you next time. Deuces.